Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to teach you 4 ways to create flooring in your project. This is the second tutorial in my free YouTube series. This series is actually a spin-off from my course Mastering Interior Visualization with Corona. In that course, I've packed in about 70 to 80% of everything I know: modeling, lighting, rendering, post-production, the full workflow. But the truth is, I'm always learning and discovering new tricks while working on real projects. That's why I'm sharing the extra 20 to 30% here in this free series. So if you want to learn my complete workflow and finally clear all the confusion about interior visualization, make sure to check out the course. Right now, it's 50% off for the first 100 people with the code FIRST100. And last I checked, only 6 to 7 seats were left. So if you're planning to get it, grab it now before it's gone. Alright, without wasting more time, let's get started. In my opinion, there are 4 main ways you can make flooring in your 3D project. For this demo, I'm going to use this bedroom file from one of our previous tutorials. I'll put a link to that tutorial here in case you want to check it out. Let's use some material from Corona Material Library. So the first way, basically, we will take the help of seamless textures from online sites or Corona Basic Material Library. This is the most common method where we need to find the relatable seamless textures that we will use as base for our material. As you can see, these kind of textures has inbuilt grooves in it. You can find these kinds of materials on sites like Texture Heaven easily. They also comes with lots of different maps like bump, normal, glossiness, and displacement, so it's most easiest to make material from. The second way to make flooring is with Floor Generator. You can set length and width from here. Then you can set bevel and grout length from here. Extrude will set the thickness of the tiles. The floor generator you can download from CG Source site. There's a free version and there's a paid one also. In the paid one you get some other types of parametric tiling, which is very useful. In this PC I currently only have free one installed. Get the paid one, it's worth it since the license is for lifetime. You can set offset for each plank and set them according to your need from here. You can set directions from here. Let's apply basic wood material. Now if you apply UVW map modifier for mapping, then you would see that your texture continues from one plank to another, and in real life this doesn't happen. In real life, each plank doesn't continue from one to another. So to fix that, we use Corona Multimap and use multiple texture to get randomized tiling. Before we used multi-texture from CG Source to put multiple texture in here, but since Corona added its own multimap, then after that I moved completely to Corona Multimap. So to use this, I have downloaded this laminate floor texture from Polyheaven. Link will be in the description. As you can see, it has multiple plank texture in it. Let's put it in 3ds Max and make basic Corona material. Now put this Corona multimap to this diffuse slot. Now just set this to mesh element instead of instance. As you can see, all 6 colors are randomly spread across different floor generator planks. Now we don't need UVW map. Now in this texture, we will select one plank with this region selection. Turn on this apply button, so now only our selection will be used from this entire texture. Now we will make total 6 copies of this texture, and in each one we will choose different plank. You can also increase or decrease slot count. Now put this map into Corona Multimap. As you can see, different plank texture is randomly applied on each plank differently. We will set length because plank texture in this texture is too small compared to floor generator planks, so they are getting stretched, I think. Let's set some offset variation too. This one is too obvious, so we will choose different one for this. Later, let's put color correction here and do some adjustments. You can also randomized gamma to get randomized darker and whiter tone in planks. You can also randomized saturation to get randomized saturated or non-saturated tones in planks. I don't know why it's not showing up here now, but generally these planks mapping shows up in viewport 2. By the way, CG Source has multiple amazing paid maps available for purchase. These are really high quality textures that has been made by CG Source. And the fun part is that you just need to plug them to your floor generator and you don't need to even turn the region on because they are already made cropped. I will put a link in the description. The third way to make flooring is with tile maps. You can use Corona tile map or default tile map by 3ds Max. Let's use this default one. You will get option for groove color and tile color from here. You can also put your own texture in main tile like this. As you can see, it's fixed in these tiles. You can set vertical and horizontal tiling count for making different patterns. You can set thickness of tiling groove from here. We have different presets here for more customized tiling. Let's check some of them. Now later what you can do is that you can copy this map and make it black and white like this, and put it in bump map to get bump for our tiles. You can set bump deepness from this grout color. Now in Corona tile map we have similar parameters, just some of them are different. I was in a quite hurry, so I put size in mapping, but in reality you can just turn on real world map size in UVW map and in Corona tile map to get perfect tiling with size accuracy. In this map also we get some ready-made preset for use. Same as tile map, you will get option to set size of tiles. You can also set color of tile and grout thickness. There are two interesting options here. One is this corner radius, with which you can make your tiles corner rounder. Other is gap blur. This option is a bit tricky to understand in this scene, so I will put Corona Renderer official tutorial link below. You can watch that to properly understand this option. You can also put this map in bump as we did with tile map. You can also put Corona multimap in tile map to get multiple variation in each tile. All these stuff is mentioned in Corona official tutorial. In fourth way, we use custom blocks to make flooring, because as you can see, if we have this kind of flooring pattern to make and we don't have right texture or script to make shapes, then we have to make custom block and use those block to make our flooring. For this example, I have made one block here. There's nothing too complex here. I just used basic connect and extrude edges inside to make this block. Now, before we use copy to make these kind of things, but now we will use array to make such shape. Now there is one thing I found here which can completely change this kind of shapes. You can change local rotation. You can play with z-axis with 90, 180, 270 value, and play with these modes here called incremental, alternating, etc. to get different variations. Now let me make basic multi-sub material and apply it to this block. I'm using two colored materials to make a pattern here. It's looking just amazing. Can you just think of the potential here with this techniques, like how many amazing and crazy things we can make with this? That's the end of this tutorial. Even this flooring tutorial got around 20 minutes long. I can't seem to make smaller tutorial. I don't know what is going on. If you are someone who is struggling and have some doubt in interior visualization, then make sure to check out my interior visualization with Corona course. It will help you so much, trust me. It's 34 hours of training where I cover every feature in Corona Renderer that is needed in interior visualization, plus full scene creation from scratch with step-by-step audio. Basically, if you want to learn to make renders like this, then this course has everything you need. Right now, for the first 100 students, you can get 50% off with the code FIRST100 at checkout. The link is in the description. Check it out, and I will see you in the next one.